What's up, guys? This is Bobby at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Lincoln in Greenville, North Carolina. Wanted to touch on a brand that I don't talk about a lot, but especially here lately, they have come out with some really elegant and nicely equipped vehicles. This is the 2025 Lincoln Aviator. This is a Reserve 2 package, and so a lot of really great features. I'm going to go over a number of things here. I won't necessarily be able to cover everything. I am actually Lincoln certified, but this is my first year selling Lincolns brand new. Sold a ton of them pre-owned in the years before, but trying to become an expert on every brand that we carry, and so just going to talk about mostly the things that I know about. Some things that are super nice in the Lincoln side, like the seats. I mean, the seats are extremely comfortable. This one has the 30-way perfect position seats. You can see your controls have all sorts of adjustability. You can adjust your inner lumbar and upper lumbar, and basically with these adjustments put the seat right where you want to put it. It even has the thigh adjuster here, where you can extend each individual thigh length so that it's perfect for whoever's going to sit there. The other thing that comes along with these 30-way perfect position seats is the massage option. You can also hit that button to get to your multiple versions of lumbar. But the massage seat, it comes in the Reserve 2 package, or if you get the luxury package with the Reserve 1. So different ways that you can order these and get it is comfortable and as sweet a ride as you can get. This one's MSRP is close to $82,000, so very well equipped. It also has the Dynamics package, which gives you the air glide suspension. It does have, you can see the thing trying to track my eyes here. So this has Blue Cruise. You can see the heads-up display there on the screen as well. When shooting 60 frames per second, some of these things kind of look weird on the camera. But you can see there's no AC controls for the 25 Aviators. They have them on the screen. So you can use the screen to adjust your climate, your heated and cooled seats. It's a nice big touch screen. And I always kind of thought once you set the temperature where you want it, you know, it's going to get hotter or colder to reach your ideal temperature. So you really just set your temperature, and the vehicle is going to accommodate whatever outside is to get to your temperature. So it being on the screen may seem like a pitfall, because you get to be looking at a screen when you adjust your temperature, but ultimately you can still adjust it there or with your voice commands. I mean, there's different ways to sort of manipulate the infotainment system. And in the screen here, you can see the navigation. It's displayed. You got a lot of different ways that you can display things here as well, just depending on what your preference is. You know, this is a nice big display as well. So lots of feedback for your driver information display. It'll let you know if your Blue Cruise is not correctly lining up with your eyes. If you're not focusing on the road, then it'll adjust accordingly, and it'll turn off the Blue Cruise if you're not watching. But Blue Cruise is something that for 25 is now standard for 4 years with the Aviator. That basically on highways will be like an autopilot system. It'll change lanes if you use the turn signal. It'll automatically change over to the next lane as long as somebody's not there, and to keep you in the curves. So when you're going down roads and it's not a straight line, it'll keep you in there, and you don't have to hold the steering wheel. As long as your eyes are focused on the road, it'll take over. This being a Reserve 2, very well equipped though. You've got your panoramic sunroof. That shade will go all the way back. This one has the larger console, so the large console may be an option you would go for, or maybe not, depending on what your purpose is. But if you have kids, some other people don't want the super console. They would rather have just the shorter style where you can pass through and walk through the middle. But you can see it's got the piano key style shifter. They've had that for a little while now in the Lincoln line. And you've got different ways to pull up your system here. You can see the 360 camera. Of course, that'll pull up automatically when you put it in reverse. But super clear camera and sensors all around, so it'll alert you when you're getting close to stuff. And you do have different drive modes. So if you turn this knob, it'll change you from slippery to deep conditions. You do have the excite mode as well, and normal. So basically any type of drive mode will adjust your shift points and your traction and make it more suited to your drive style. In normal, you know, if you push the pedal down, it's going to get up and go. It's a twin turbo V6, so definitely not lacking in power. It's about 400 horsepower. And then when you get into the rear, very comfortable back here for your back passengers. Easy to get into the rear seats. I've got them folded down right now, but when we flip those up, you can see there's a decent amount of space for the back passengers. Not quite as much room as you would find in the Navigator or the large SUV market, but that's what kind of makes this vehicle a nice blend between the two, is that it still feels kind of like a sports car when you take it on the road. So got a really nice ride and drive, even without the air glide suspension that this one has. You get that with the Dynamics package, and it'll actually lower the vehicle for you too, for easier entry and exit. But nice amount of space to be a third row in this class vehicle. You do have some nice touches that come along with the Lincoln, like your Lincoln Way app, where you'll have things like being able to do your remote start, lock and unlock your doors from your cell phone. You also have the door entry code, which you can swipe down on the side of the door panel and get in with just a code if you don't have the key with you. And just one of those cars that needs to be driven and experienced to understand really why they are in the market they are in. One of the best riding SUVs I think I've ever been in, and the safety features abound. I mean, it's got your pixel LED headlamps in this one. This will adjust around the curves so you can see better at night. It has your forward collision warning with stop assist, lane departure assist, as well as blind spot monitoring. I mean, just across the board, loaded with all the safety features and the technology that just makes sense and in a luxury vehicle has come to be expected. But I would say if you are in the market for one of these, definitely take it for a drive. It is not a dressed up Ford Explorer, okay? This is a Lincoln product, and Lincoln and Ford, while they do use a lot of same components, they are different companies, and for a good reason. Lincoln kind of set themselves apart a few years ago and ended up coming out with some really big changes to their product line. Not just the fascia, they do look a little different now than they did, but they have just turned a page in their product line. It's not for the older folks anymore. Matthew McConaughey had his commercial and kind of brought in the clientele that's maybe a little younger, and they've just continued to expand their market share and make a product that really can work with everybody's needs and comforts in the luxury line. Millennials and even younger folks are taking a look at Lincolns, where before, when I first started selling these in 2014, it was just not the case. So definitely worth a look and a test drive. When you're looking for your new Lincoln Aviator, come find me. Again, my name is Bobby, East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Lincoln in Greenville, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much. Have a great day.